my name is Becky and this is a hand knit letter, a show and tell about the stuff I've made and the stuff I want to make. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's talk about knitting. Today I'm wearing the Cheslie Toque by Kiyomi Burgin. I knit this out of Fiber MacGyver, the Surrey, and I think it was a Sport or DK, but they're both in the color Shaddix, and I love it. It's one of my favorite colors of all time. It's also one of my favorite hat patterns. I've knit the Cheslie Toque probably, I think 5 times maybe. I think 5. I've gifted all of them. This is my only Cheslie Toque that I own. I love making this pattern. So it's a good one, like my grandpa would say. I'm also wearing the Moontower shawl by Samantha Guerin, and I knit this out of Dragon Horde yarn lore sock, and in the colors the Raven, and the color changing yarn is a spin cycle yarn called Woololo, and it's the dyed in the wool. So that's what I got on. And oh, on my shirt, my sister sewed this shirt for me. It's my favorite t-shirt and she's an excellent seamstress. Like, you would never even think that this was made by hand. It's perfect. I love it and I cherish everything that she makes for me, and I wouldn't mind getting some more. All right, let's talk about stuff I've made. I've got 2 stuffs that I've made. The first one is covered in my hair, as everything is the Pressed Flowers Kerchief by Amy Christophers. And I knit this out of Purl Soho Daily Wool in the colors Lake Blue and Olive Tree. I love this yarn. It feels really good. Almost has a cottony feel to it, but it's not. It's 100% wool. It's not scratchy, in my opinion, at all. If you're concerned about sensitivity, I think this is a good choice if you're wanting to stick with wool. I tweaked this a little bit in the fact that I added more repeats, but the designer even mentions that in the pattern, that she suggests adding more repeats to your preference. And so I added 2 additional repeats. So that would make this probably 4 inches longer than the original pattern. So I would say 2 inches at least on both sides. Well, maybe more than that. Yeah, that's probably 3 inches. I would say probably 6 inches longer than the original pattern. And I'm glad I did that, because now I feel like it's more wearable. I mean, let's do kerchief on kerchief, or kerchief on shawl. Let's do neck gear upon neck gear. So I could tie this in the back and wear it, like a traditional little kerchief, or I could spin it around and go Girl Scout style. And I'm excited to wear it either way. I really do love this. I would suggest, let's see, in my opinion, I think that it calls for a worsted weight yarn, but in my opinion, which I know means nothing, it's just mine. Everyone has one, so it's not like it's a rare thing. But in my opinion, this would be better for sport, DK, maybe even fingering weight yarn. And I would just keep my repeats. I would just keep repeating until I felt like that was good. It's a little chunky because of it being worsted weight. I don't mind it being chunky. I mean, a lot of us are chunky. I don't mind that, but I think to make it a little more easily knot it without having a giant knot, I think that a thinner yarn would be better. So I think that makes that a little bit more wearable, in my opinion. And then, yeah, I know my friend Haley of Knit Weekend, she's making one with like I-cord ties at the end, like I think on these ends, so that she can tie it easier, so she doesn't have to worry about a thick knot. So I think that's a really smart idea. I've seen somebody make an I-cord kind of ring that they can just slide it up onto here like that. I think that's super cool. I might do that. I think I might do it in the green. Let me know if you think that sounds cool, because kerchiefs sound real cool. Anyway, I enjoyed making this. I always enjoy the pressed flower patterns. This is a free pattern, which I think is very generous, and You can try it out for free to see if you like the pressed flower pattern, or if you even like mosaic knitting. This is a good one to try it with. My opinion. Everyone's got one. So next up in stuff I've made are a pair of slippers. These are the Woodland slippers by Woodland Loafers, pardon me, by Claire Slade, and I knit them in the size medium. I have a size 8 shoe, US, let's rephrase that. I wear a US size 8 shoe, and these fit me, and I knit the size medium. These are a chunky weight, so they go really fast. I didn't have second slipper or loafer syndrome because it was so fast to begin with. I can't remember what size needles these are on, maybe a 10. No, I think it was an 8, but it's knit in a chunky or bulky weight yarn. I used Lion Brand's 2 of 1's colorways called Hue and Me, and this is in the color Dirty Chartreuse. So this is what that looks like. And yeah, I really like this. I ordered 2 balls from Joanne. They were having a sale. Oh, and RIP Joanne. They were having a really good sale. I can't remember. I bought 4 colorways, 2 balls of each, and I had it shipped to my house, and I think it was like $23. So it was a very good sale, and it had free shipping. So I bought 2 balls. I was able to knit these out of 1 size medium, and I had quite a bit extra. So I think you could even get a large pair, definitely the small. You probably could get a large pair out of 1 ball of the Hue and Me. And this other ball, I'm going to knit a matching hot water bottle cover by Leslie Friend. I think it's called Warm Friend. It's a chunky weight water bottle cover. I just want to say waddle bottle. I have trouble saying water bottle all the time. I always say, you know, go grab your waddle bottle. So yeah, I really did enjoy knitting this pattern. It's a very good pattern. There's a no seaming, which is fantastic. You do have to do short rows to achieve the shape, but it was a piece of cake. I don't know, I'm gonna make more. Like I said, I bought some more of this yarn. I'm gonna make a couple loafers and water bottle sets for my loved ones, and I'm gonna gift those to them. So but these I'm keeping because this is a color that I really like. So Woodland Loafers by Claire Slade. Okay, that's it in stuff I've made. Let's talk about stuff I'm making. I still have my Jacob's cardigan in the works here. This is a pattern by Norah Gaughan. It is a bottom-up textured cardigan knit in one piece. There's no seaming involved in it, so that's cool. This is what I've got so far. The progress keeper down here is where I was at last time we spoke. So the proof is in the progress keeper. And so I've got that finished. I've got the right front finished here, and I'm working on the back. This is made out of Purl Soho good wool, and this color is called Wild Mustard, and I love the feel of the yarn, and I'm enjoying knitting with it. Plugging away on this pattern. I'm hoping to wear this very soon. Hopefully by March I'll have this finished so I can still kind of squeak this in before spring and summer hit. The seasons are cyclical, so we will revisit. But I'm hoping to get it finished by March because I would like to wear it when I go to Nash Yarn Fest in March. If you are going, I would love to say hello to you. You have the advantage on me because I don't know what you look like, but you know what I look like. So come up and say hello. I have stickers, so if that's an incentive, and I would love to meet you. I would also like to make a few spring tops. And next time we talk, I'm gonna share with you the spring and summer things that I'm hoping to knit and pictures and patterns and all that. And so yeah, that's all I've got going with my knitting. A few people have messaged me and asked if we are going to do a read-along this year. Last year, around this time of year, I think it was March, wasn't it? March or April. This is spring. We read Knit 1, Kill 2, and there was a recipe in the book. Some of us made the recipe. There was also a free sleeveless top pattern in there. I don't know if anyone actually knit that top, but a few people knit tops to go with the book. So that was a lot of fun. It was super corny. It was hilarious. So if you guys are interested in that, leave some comments down below and I'll see what I can put together. Maybe we can pick out a book and a pattern. We could choose our own pattern this time, or a group pattern, and a recipe, something like that. If the book doesn't include a delicious recipe and a free pattern like last time. It's kind of hard to beat that. Let's talk about stuff you made. Lena is sharing with us a beautiful cardigan that she knit from a pattern by Anna Johanna. It is a pattern called Vaka. And she knit this cardigan out of Ketu yarns, everyday sock, and silk mohair in the color Overjoyed. And she told me how fitting that this name was because this cardigan has brought her so much joy. She said it's more of a out of her comfort zone color, but it has made her so happy to wear it, to even just see it sitting inside her cabinet or her closet. She says it feels like it's glowing, and she feels so much joy from the actual process of knitting it and now still wearing it. Thank you so much, Lena. It brought me joy, and I'm sure it brought everyone else joy to see this beautiful cardigan that you made. If you want to share what you've made with us, you can email me at AHandKnitLetter@gmail.com, and we would love to see it. So if it's knit, crocheted, sewn, beadwork, cross stitch, pottery, what else? Come on, what else? Punch needle, felting. Just share it with us. We would love to see it. Let's move on to stuff you should watch. First podcast I want to mention is my friend Rochelle. She has a podcast here called Queen's Yarn Boutique, and she is a delight. Rochelle makes me happy because of the happiness that she exudes, and she's just a lot of fun. Rochelle is a knitter and crocheter and an all-around fantastic human being. So check out Rochelle at Queen's Yarn Boutique. Second of all is a new podcast to me. Her name is Laura, and her channel is called Trivial Knits. And she calls her knits trivial because they're mostly accessories. She lives in a warm climate, and for some reason that's trivial. But I don't think so. I think her knits are gorgeous. I love the colors that she chooses for her knitwear, and I like the patterns that she chooses. And yeah, I want to knit. After I watch her podcast, I want to knit all of the things that she knits. So I have a documentary that I want you to watch. Stay with me. It's called Finnish American Rag Rug Weaver. I kind of feel like I'm Ron Burgundy warming up for my broadcast. Finnish American Rag Rug Weaver. Finnish American Rag Rug Weaver.
The skeleton ran out of shampoo in the shower. The human torch, could not get a bank loan.
So this documentary is about generations of Finnish Americans who have passed down the art and trade of rug weaving. And it was fascinating, and now I need a loom, and those looms are big. It's not something that you can just have. These people have them in basements, or they've built like sheds or barns to put them in. These things are huge, so big. And what I thought was really cool is most of them were made by fathers or husbands and passed down, and they're still using the same looms, which I think is super cool. Yeah, now I need to do that. So thanks a lot. Okay, so my second recommendation is not a movie, it is a radio drama that you can listen to. Tina, who is Life with Wool on Instagram, she posted about a YouTube channel called Great Radio Drama. So basically it's radio plays, mostly mystery. I think they were all mystery, but I could be wrong, which is often. So there's some Sherlock Holmes, a lot of Agatha Christie. I listened to The Tape Measure Murder, which is a Miss Marple Agatha Christie mystery, and it was a delight. and you feel real old-timey while you're listening to it on YouTube, on the internet, on a smartphone, or smart TV or something like that. Makes you feel old-timey. It makes you feel like you're huddled around the radio. Makes you want to say things like scram and what's the big idea? And see, it's a radio drama, see? Go lay down, dog. You're in my podcast. So currently in stuff I'm reading, I finished Jamaica Inn by Daphne du Maurier, and it was really good. It was a gothic thriller, I would say. It did have a nice twist at the end, a plot twist that I didn't really see. I would say for like a trigger warning, there is an attempted SA, so keep that in mind if that's something that that you don't want to read. I'm currently waiting on a book called A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. That was a recommendation from Alicia by Adventure Denali. She has a really cool channel here on YouTube. She does knitting and journaling and hiking, and she has a ferret and some cute dogs. So yeah, go check her out. That's all I have to show and all I have to tell. I hope you're doing well, and I wish you well. Until next time, bye-bye.